We're going to learn about sort of 3 steps, but they're all quite similar, so it's easier to learn them all together, and that way you can learn the differences at the same time. So we're going to learn generally, these are all 2 beat steps. So we've got tap, step, tap, step. So you're just doing a tap on the floor and you step onto it. Quite simple. So tap, step, tap, step, tap, step, tap, step. A fun and quite easy routine, sort of little step or extended step combination is tap, step, ball change that you often do. So tap, step, back, front, tap, step, back, front, tap, step, back, front, tap, step, back, front. So that back front is called a ball change because you're on the ball of the foot and you change. So step back and change. So yeah, we'll try a little sort of combination that I've done for many years. It's really good fun with tap steps. So tap, step, ball change, tap, step, back, front, shuffle, ball change, stamp, clap, clap. This is really simple. Just remember those shuffles we did. It's not a syncopated one, it's just a shuffle, ball change, stamp. The clap clap, so just to finish that rhythm and also get you thinking about giving you a minute to stop to get ready to do the next side. So tap, step, back, front, tap, step, back, front, shuffle, back, front, stamp, clap, clap. Okie dokie, so the second of our 2-step, two beat steps, the other one is a flap, which is often mistaken for a tap step, but it's slightly different. It's called, to get the beats right, it's flap, flap. So you sort of like make that F-full sound more than just flap, so it becomes 2 syllables, flap, flap. So you're doing a tap, step, and then tap down, a bit like the tap step. So taps, tap, down. But because you're doing that, it's a more of a, it's a closed movement. Tap, you don't really, a flap is it's more like a full stop on a step. You can really put sort of like some emphasis in it. It's a fast, quite quick set of 2 beats, but it also is like it does feel like a full stop, whereas tap step, your weight moves with it, which you don't do in a flap. But a flap for most people is done quite high up on your toes. You do it really underneath you, whereas a tap step you get much bouncier in your knees, or just. That's a much bouncier movement, whereas tap flaps quite high up. So yeah, so we'll try some flap steps that I know. So you do flap, flap, tap, step, ball change. 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 So that way you can actually feel the difference from going from your flaps, which are quite high up, like so you do get that sort of height feeling difference. So yeah, that's a flap. We don't use flaps in our dance, but that's always a useful step to know because it's often quite used in conjunction with tap steps and the next one, which is a tap spring, which is you tap and you spring onto it. This was very much on your toes, staying up. You really do think up because you want height with them. So you can have them quite low, you know, your body's low, but actually there's still a lot, it's spring, you spring on your feet. So just try tap spring, 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 tap spring. So we're going to learn the steps that we're doing in the dance. The tap step one is really simple. It's just tap step, ball change, together. Tap step, ball change, together. Tap step, ball change, together. Tap step. So that's just the step. We're only doing that twice, but that was just to give you tap step, ball change, together. Da 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 da. That's the rhythm. If you like, sometimes people like to clap out a rhythm to hear it with the music, rather than trying to concentrate on doing the steps. They can hear the rhythm. So feel free to do that. I'll sometimes clap, sometimes I'll go da-da-dum. Whatever it is, I do quite like hearing it from my feet though. The next step that we have in our next sort of tap step we have in our dance is, it's a tap spring heel. Which is actually quite a hard wee step because you've got to stay on your toes and really dig that heel in. What we're going to do is, so we'll try that, just that simple one a few times. It's a little bit like running. Somebody always described to me dance is like walking, but just a bit more complicated, so everything should sort of lead on to one another. But the next step, so the step in the dance is just tap spring, heel, 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 tap spring, heel, 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 tap spring, heel, tap spring, heel, tap spring, heel, heel. So that seems very complicated, but all you're doing is a tap spring, which you've just done, tap spring, and then you're doing your heel, and then but you're doing 3 of them. So tap spring, heel, heel, heel. So that's really testing your balance. You've really got to bend those knees to do that, because otherwise you're going to be all over the place, which I am a little bit, so I need to bend more. And then you're going to do it on the other side. Tap spring, heel, heel, heel. Don't be afraid to really get into those heels, like really make the noise. You can hear the difference between a heel and a tap. So yeah, so we're going to try, so it's just tap spring, heel, heel, tap spring, heel, 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 tap spring, heel, tap spring, heel, tap spring, heel, heel, heel. So you do 2 with 3 heels, 1 on each leg. Then you do 2 with just a single heel, and then you go back to 1 with those 3 heels. Okay, we'll try that one more time all the way through. Tap spring,